So we have to create JavaScript for both the mobile nav and the toggle buttons. And in order to make the toggle buttons react. And the toggle buttons are the burgers, essentially. So how do we do that? Well, let's start with naming toggle button and creating the query selector. And by now you know that the query selector will find the element or the HTML or the CSS and change it. So we find it. I think it's called dot toggle button. And okay, that looks good. Semicolon var, and mobile nav is also in kind of in the area of the toggle button, so that gets effective as well. Query selector, and that would be dot mobile nav. Let's make sure that that's what it says. I should have just copy and pasted that. So going back over to this mobile nav, yep, nav class, and then we have the, hold on, toggle buttons as well. So toggle button, and then the mobile nav is changed. Okay, so what do we do that? We have to create a function for them. So how do we do that? So let's see now. The backdrop has to change. So I think that it's still closed modal needs to happen for sure. Let's start with the toggle function. So toggle button, add event listener, and then again it's a click. Of course, it's almost always a click. All right, and then it's a function. Okay, function. We have this funky. All right, and then we have. Hold on, that's not it. Nope. We have the mobile nav style dot display, and we have to make it appear when we hit the toggle and when we click on the toggle, and in order to make it appear it has to turn into a block display. Okay, and then the same thing below with the backdrop. The backdrop has to show up as well. Let me make sure that I have that in. Is that right? Backdrop dot style block. Okay. Okay, we've dealt with the toggle button. The toggle button should work now. I need to have that. Okay, that has a right. Okay. Click function, comma. All right, let's hope that it works. All right, and then this is a semicolon. All right, now we have to deal with like this can be left alone, but now we have to deal with and this can be left alone. Now we have to deal with the backdrop, because the backdrop actually needs a regular function. So pull this out. This close modal still needs to happen, and we can do that by first we go function. So it's still, yeah, so we have to make this disappear separately in a different function. Okay, so it'll all make sense, hopefully. All right, function, nope, I mean function mobile nav dot style dot display equals none. Okay, so you both have to make the code so where if you hit something, it disappears, and if you hit the toggle, it reappears. Okay, so that function happens like that over there. Mobile.nav.styleDisplay equals none. That looks good. And then absolutely close, here, modal has to happen. And that is still the same function as this, okay? So this happens also down here, all right? So that's kind of like a shorthand. And I hope that it works. There's no errors. No, there's one error. But I think that should work. Okay, so just, it wasn't working. And I figured out what it was. You might have caught it in the video, I don't know. But I did not put the dot mobile nav. I had it like this and my code wasn't working, but now it's working. So this tutorial is supposed to match code number 27, the opening and closing of the hamburger. The hamburger is also known as the toggle. So we just went over all the different variables: toggle button, mobile nav. This is from the old code. We had to change this a little bit. We're still using the function close modal, which is this function, but we had it add this mobile nav dot style display to none as well. Mobile nav is actually the sidebar as well, so it's kind of confusing. Toggle button is the burgers and the mobile nav is the sidebar. So both of them have to be changed by JavaScript, and that's what we just did. Now, you know, here it is, toggle button. It needs to be, when you hit it, click. The function has to display the mobile nav sidebar thing. So let's see if that works. And when we hit the background again, and it's supposed to, you know, turn off. So it's supposed to be back and forth. And let's see if it works first. Save it. All right. So if I hit this, I don't know if it's going to work. It's supposed to. Well, we'll see if it goes to. Yes. All right. This is the sidebar, also known as the mobile nav. Okay. If we go off to the right and hit this again, it's supposed to go back. Yes, it goes back to normal. And let's see if this still works. Yes. All right. That still works. And again, that doesn't go anywhere on the left. Yes, doesn't go anywhere yet. But no, brings it back to the page. So it all is kind of working right now. And again, we had to create. We had to create query selectors for both the toggle button and the mobile nav, i.e. the burger bar and the side bar kind of thing. And we had to work it so when you clicked on the burger bar, it opened up the sidebar, essentially. And then when you clicked off the sidebar, it brought back the background again, the main page. So that's what we did. It's not perfect, but it's step by step.